Andy and I wanted to send our greetings to our friends and family around the world this year and tell you some of the few things that have been going on in our life. Here's some pictures of our home and the sunrise. Here we are getting ready to go to a concert. Many of you probably heard about how hot it was out here in Arizona, a record heat summer. There were some fires out by where Marta lives up in North Scottsdale, and at one of them she had to evacuate her home in the middle of the night and came to our house for a safe place, bringing her cats and her dogs and Grandpa Fred. Jason and the kids were in Chicago, so missed all the excitement. We continue doing puzzles. This is the last of about 18 of them. It was a picture of our family reunion a year ago, and we had a lot of fun, and it was a very challenging puzzle. One of the highlights of our year was having a visit from our family in Sweden. Martin Harbach and his wife Carolina and their daughter and son Alma and Anton. Martin had been here in the United States, maybe over 20 years ago, for 1 year going to college in Minnesota. And he'd been wanting to bring his family back, and now his kid's in high school. We were the first stop here in Phoenix, then they headed west and to California and up the coast. They went across the country, back east, and they were all the way up to New York City. And all a month they were gone. They stayed almost entirely with relatives across the country. So it was a major treat for us. And then this is a little picture of the couple of little bears I gave to Alma and Antone to travel with them on their journey across the United States. Andy got a new car this summer, and so we've been enjoying having more reliable transportation. As you know, we've gone to Andy's bassoon camp in Asheville, North Carolina for about 14 years now. This year we didn't attend because of back and knee problems, but Andy's still making reeds. It never ends when you're a bassoon player. When Hurricane Helene came through Asheville this year, the Wild Acres retreat was damaged, and we follow the reconstruction there and hope that it will be able to be opened for another retreat season. Andy continues to play with the Arizona Wind Symphony, and he also is in his 51st year with the Symphony of the Southwest. Here we are having a birthday dinner with his brother Tom and his wife Judy. Andy has taught private lessons for so many years, and occasionally there'll be a number of them who have interesting journeys of their own, and this year 4 of them kind of popped to the top, so I thought we'd put them in our history of this year. Mallory Mahoney started when she was out at 6th or 7th grade and just finished up at University of Arizona, and now she's at University of Texas in Austin working on her master's in bassoon performance. Nick Rodriguez also was a young student when he started with Andy, and he has had a long journey, but we were able to go and to help him celebrate his Doctor of Emergency Medicine degree, and he works in a hospital in the San Francisco area. Ben Paley, another one of Andy's students, is an elementary school teacher on the west side of Phoenix and has begun the Driftwood Quintet, and they have a chance to play in events all around the valley. We were able to see one of his this year as well. This is Michelle Fletcher. She is now working on her PhD in bassoon at ASU, as well as has just recently become the bassoon professor at NAU, Northern Arizona University, in Flagstaff. Now a bit about my life. I continue to be very busy with my felting business. My workshop is about 2 minutes from our home, and it seems to continue to grow after COVID. We made a giant step forward, and now I'm up to my 3rd catalog. I sell mostly to art teachers around the country. At the workshop, I teach classes, or I have other people invite other people to teach classes and host them that way. I meet people by appointment, so I'm back and forth there all the time. So it's a perfect spot to run my business. I now have a young gal that helps me part time. Otherwise, it would be hard for me to keep up with packing the orders and shipping everything out. I continue to guide the Arizona Felters Guild, now in beginning our ninth year. We meet twice a month, and we meet as one large group, which is up to around 35 people on a regular basis every month. And then once a month at my workshop, where we have what's called Open Studio. The group has grown, and so many more experienced felters. It's quite remarkable to watch the group of people that have joined in with us. We had a gal named Irina come from Russia this year for a week to teach some felting classes for us, and she has such an unusual, fun style about her felting, and we just had such a wonderful time with her. A couple of our gals coordinated a very large fashion show that featured wet felted clothing from our members and a few other people in the retirement community where we have our meetings. And we had a nice audience there too, which was really wonderful. This is a felt painting that our guild did this fall, and it was done by every member in our group. Each person did a 4-inch felted square, and as they put all together, we could see this large felt painting came together. It was stitched together and hung in a local art show. Just before Thanksgiving was my 80th birthday. The Felting Guild gave me a surprise party, which just blew me away. If that wasn't enough, my family all came from every part of the country to help celebrate my birthday for several days over a long weekend. We got together and we met and got to go to one of Andy's concerts. The family came to see my workshop. We went to a dinner theater and really had a lot of fun with music from the 70s and 80s. On my birthday dinner, Eric and Hayden barbecued steaks for us. We had a big family dinner at this home where Eric had it an Airbnb. And you can see pictures of the grandkids and my fancy birthday cake. Here's a bit about Marta and her family. Here's a picture of Marta, Jason, Louisa, and Gage up in Sedona. The kids are growing up. Louisa's 10, Gage is 9, and Marta started a homeschool group. And you can see a few pictures of them here. There's about 4 families that meet together, and Marta coordinates it with the rest of the families. They've been meeting at my workshop on the months when it was too hot to be outside, and see some other pictures of their friends and their busy life. Marta started taking guitar lessons along with Gage, and Louisa takes horseback riding lessons and has started playing the piano. Here's a little bit about Eric's family in Austin, Texas. Eric continues with his landscape business, DWG, and that keeps him pretty busy, and they just opened a new office in London, so that was a big step forward. My daughter-in-law, Liz, she just took a new job this year as an administrative law judge at the Texas Health and Human Services Commission. So she's just begun that, but it sounds like she's really enjoying this new step forward in her career. Then we've got Emma. She's a senior at Texas State. She's just got a little bit more to go before she moves on to the next step in her journey in life. She's going to school. She's busy with her dance groups. She lives with her longtime boyfriend, Joseph, and has a job besides, so she's got lots to keep up with. And then there's Hayden. He's a sophomore this year at Colorado State University. And so it was great to see him at my birthday as well. So he's keeping on and um, working at school and probably getting a chance to ski a little bit if there's some snow. Then comes Ian. He's in the eighth grade this year, and he's doing really great in school and loves to be in the choir, which we get to watch um, on YouTube. They show the performances live, so we get to see it across the country. He's been in a lot of performances in plays that they do at their school, and even a Shakespeare play he was in this year. So the kids are all growing up, and it's kind of hard to keep track of them all. But fortunately, they're all having a good year, and we hope you all have too. Thank you for being patient to listen to all of us rambling here. But we hope that each of you has a great year, and we appreciate your support and love and friendship throughout our lives. Have a good 2025. Bye bye.